Hey guys, good morning. Okay, so I have for today's assignment, what we're going to do is you're going to find an object in your house, a box of some kind that you can find surface area for. So, like, I found a wheat thins box. Okay, that's what it usually looks like. Okay, of course, the wheat thins were gone or close to gone, so that I didn't upset my mom or upset somebody by taking a box that was being used. So you're gonna find something that's like you're done with it, like a cereal box, a tissue box, some sort of box. You don't want anything with a curve on it because we haven't really done the circular stuff yet. So you want to make sure it's kind of like a box, okay? And then what you're going to do is kind of gently break it apart. You don't want to rip the sides, okay? So as you can see, I've already done that. And it kind of makes a net. Remember how we talked about the net? That when you take apart the shape, it'll make a net. Okay, the things you're going to need are, this is going to be a project test grade. Okay, it is not due today. You have till we return from spring break to have it done, which is a lot of time. And it shouldn't take you more than 10-15 minutes to do this, okay? So you're going to need some scissors, okay? You're going to need a ruler, but like at my house, I don't have that bin of rulers like I do at school. So I borrowed my husband's tape measure. If your mom sews or does any crafts of any kind, maybe she has like a little flimsy ruler or some kind, or maybe you have a ruler. Okay, so you're going to need something to measure because they're not just giving us the measurements of this box. So we need to find out what that is. You're also going to want a marker of some kind, something that shows up on the box. Pencil doesn't really show up too well. Okay, so we're going to find the surface area of this box, all right? What you're going to do is you're going to follow my instructions. You might well watch it first, and then you can replay it if you need to. But you're going to then, after you've found the surface area, you're going to then show a video of what item you chose, unfold it, and then show us how you found the surface area of the shapes, okay? So make sure you get your supplies. If you need to stop it now, go ahead and go do that. And then you can tune back in to see how I'm going to do this, okay? All right, guys. It is due, let me see. We are coming back on April 16th, okay? That's next Thursday. So you got like a week and a half, okay? So this is just me assigning it today. If you want to go ahead and get it done today, go for it. It shouldn't take you too long, okay? All right. So, this is now that you have all your items or maybe you're just watching me do it first, but I'm going to go ahead and get started. So, on this item, you can see that when I fold it up, I have some of the sides that overlap. I don't want that because that's kind of false for my surface area. That would be two surfaces in the same spot. So I don't want that. So I'm actually going to trim down my shape a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna take off the unnecessary sides so they don't overlap anymore. And the best part about the boxes is they have the lines where they fold, so you know right where to cut. It of course does not have to be perfect. Okay, so now when I fold it up, this side doesn't overlap anymore. There's just the one of them. But the top still has two. So I'm going to get rid of the kind of cut out one. That way I have a perfect rectangle. All right, so let's see. When I fold it up, the sides no longer overlap, and neither does the top. So now I have just all 6 faces. 1, 2, 3, 4 the back, 5 the top, 6 the bottom. So you want, if you've got some sort of box, you need 6 faces. So if you have any more than that, when you unfold it, if you have any more than 6 surfaces, then you have too many. Okay? All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it down. So you can't really see this part, but I'm going to try my best. you're going to measure the section. So remember, when we measure, the item comes all the way to the end where the measurement starts. On a tape measure, it starts all the way at the beginning because you use that lip to kind of hold on to whatever you're measuring. So I'm going to lay it down because it's kind of hard to hold it up and measure. Looks like I have 4. Oh, it's almost 5. We'll just round it, okay? So I have 5 inches, and I'm going to label it. All right, so across I have 5 inches. All right, make sure you know what unit you're using. On a ruler, remember, on one side there's inches and one side there's centimeters. You know which ones are different because inches are bigger. So make sure you label and understand what unit you're using. And yes, you can round to the nearest whole if that's easier. But if it's at the halfway point, you need to do like, if this was closer to the halfway point, this would be 4.5. Okay, you don't have to do like 8/16 and stuff like that, but you need to be close to either the half or the full. Okay, all right, so I'm going to measure the height of this section. So I would be like this. It looks like even on the camera I'm close to 2, so I'm going to lay it down. And yes, I'm very close to 2 inches. So the height of this section, oh, there's a little paper there, is 2 inches. So as you can see, I have the measurement for my top section. I could go ahead and find the area for that now, but I'm going to go ahead and finish the measurements real fast. So you're going to do the same with your item. Let me see here. Looks like I'm going to do 7.5 for the height. And of course, all the widths of my box are going to be the same, right? Because they're all, see, so when I do this, the top across was 5 inches. Well, that means the bottom needs to be 5 inches. Otherwise, this wouldn't be a box that fit together very well, right? So all my widths, see, because they would have to all fold up and match, are going to be 5 inches, okay? And then same here, all my heights going across and for this side are going to be 7.5. So I don't have to keep measuring every single side. All right, so I've got all of those, the 7.5s. Okay, it looks like I need this measurement here. So I think it might be 2 inches. Yep, because it matches the top. So 2 inches here. 2 inches because they have to match up. All right. So it looks like I really only took like 3 or 4 measurements. Okay. See, so they all, you know that these are both 2 because when they're folded, they have to match up perfectly. So they're the same measurement. Okay. All right. Very good. Now that you have all your measurements, you're going to go through and find the area. So like, let me change the way my camera looks real fast. Oops, there's my ceiling.